So today I just wanted to cover like curling wand basics, and then I'm actually going to show you how to use a curling wand so that you use the right techniques and you know what type of curling wand to use for the type of curl that you're looking for. You can achieve several different curls or ringlets with this same wand using different techniques, or you can use different wands for different looks that you want. So to start off with, I'm going to be using this Lange wand. This is the 32mm one. I like this because it gives me those loose kind of beach curls, and it is pretty quick for me. The bigger the wand, the faster you're going to be able to get through your hair. And I like this one, but it is not something I would use if I want the ringlets, you know, the perfect little ringlets that a lot of people like to achieve. So that being said, if you're looking for more of a ringlet sort of curl, this is just a Conair Infinity wand, and I'll show you what it looks like. Sorry, I probably should. So it's skinnier and it's more tapered off at the end. So if you're looking for really skinny ringlet curls, this is probably the type of wand you want to go with. I'm not really a curling wand snob, but I am slowly loving this Lange one better than all the other ones that I have. So I have that one, and then if you want kind of a medium-sized ringlet curl, you can pick up one of these bedhead curling wands. I got it on Amazon. It was only like 25 bucks, something like that. And it's great for like those medium sort of ringlet curls. It is also good at achieving sort of a beach wave, but it's a tighter curl than what I'm going to be using today. So just heads up, and I will link out some of this stuff for you so you can take a look at it. I know a lot of people say that when they first use a curling wand, they tend to be a little bit intimidated by it because at first it's kind of tough. I will say there is a learning curve. I will try to help you figure out the best way to do it and what's easiest for me. But just keep watching and I will show you my techniques. Is put a heat shield in your hair. You don't have to do this. You can skip this step if you'd like. I have the Lange heat shield, and I really like this stuff. It's great to put in your hair right before you curl it. I will say spray it in your hair, brush your hair out, and kind of let it dry first before you start curling your hair. And then the first thing you want to do, especially if you have really thick hair like me, is kind of half your hair and put it up in a bun. And if you have short hair, you can use a clip. So this will just help you kind of get those bottom pieces and keep the hair out of the way. And then what you'll want to do is separate it into halves. So one half on this side, one half on the other side. And yes, I do have a robe on right now. I'm not prepared to get dressed just yet. So you guys get me in my nice little robe. Okay, so I'm going to use this Lange wand. And if you're looking for like that perfect sort of beach wave, I'm going to show you the technique for that. If you're looking for more of a classic curl, you're going to curl towards your head. But if you're looking for more of a beach wave, you're going to curl away from your head. So pick up a piece. It really doesn't matter what size. If you're looking to do a more uniform curl, you're going to want to do smaller pieces. I'm doing a beach wave, so I really don't care if it's all different sizes. So I'm going to take this wand, and please wear the little glove that comes with it if you're new to this, because you will burn the crap out of yourself. So I'm going to take it, put it kind of behind my head like this, and I'm curling the hair away from my face. And you can see it's sizzling, but that's just from the heat shield, so no worries. I won't dry my hair off, I promise. Okay, so I'm just going to hold it there for just a second, and then let it go. You can see it's just made like a loose sort of wave. And then I'm just going to pick up another piece about the same size. And this goes pretty quick if I'm not talking to death, but you can just twist it around. Now if you want a more ringlet style curl, you're going to want to hold the hair like flat to the barrel. So you can see I just kind of like loosely put my hair around it, and I'll show you what I mean in just a second. So I'm going to let that go. And you see how that's kind of just like, I call these pods, because it's not a perfect curl, it's just like a pod of hair. Now if I wanted this to be a perfect little ringlet, I would flatten it out against the barrel like so, and hold it, and I'll show you the difference between the two curls. All of my hair is touching the wand, so it's not like grouped up, and you can see that that is a more perfect ringlet type of curl. So if that's what you're going for, you're going to want to do less hair and have it directly on the barrel. So that's not really what I'm going for. Like I said, I'm doing a loose sort of beach wave, so I'm just going to quickly continue to do my hair to show you exactly how I do it. And the longer your hair is, you don't have to curl like right up to the root. You can sort of start mid-length of your hair, and that's what I do when my hair is super long, but it's been a while since my hair's been super long, so yeah. So just take little pieces. If you want your hair to also look less like volumized and not so frizzy, Another trick, and I'll show you in just a second, is you can take the wand and go over and under the top of the root before you actually curl the hair. And what I mean by that is, I don't really do it on the under layers because you don't see them as much, but you can go like this on the top and this on the bottom, and that keeps it from kind of frizzing up. And that works better with the smaller curling irons as well. This one it's not as big of an issue. So yeah. So we're almost through with this side. I'm just going to quickly do this piece right here. Like I said, I'm not going for perfect curls, so it's okay if you're just real quick about it. I'm trying to be quick about it because I have a screaming toddler in the other room. I don't know why he's crying. We'll figure it out in just a second. Okay, so you can see that side's done. It's just a really loose sort of, just beachy sort of wave. And that's the under part, so I'm not usually as concerned with the under part because you don't see it as much. On the toddler really quick. He was upset because he broke his dirt bike, so. Same thing on this side, just pick up a piece. You're gonna curl away from your face. So I'm just gonna hold that there for just a second. And let it go. And however tight you want the curl to be, you can hold it for a longer period of time, but especially with these Lange wands, I wouldn't hold it for more than a few seconds because they get really hot and you don't want to burn your hair off or damage it, so. Yeah. There's that one. I just kind of put them up high. So I'm just curling away. Okay. I'm doing big pieces because I want to be done with this. I'm ready to go shopping, y'all. Hopefully everybody had a good Christmas. I know I did. This is actually my Christmas gift to myself. I wanted a bigger wand. Because whenever I have to get up at 5:30 and go uptown, I like to be able to do my hair really fast. And if I'm not talking a lot, I can usually finish my hair in about 10 minutes with this wand, so that's kind of nice. So you can see I did that side really, really quickly. That took all of just a couple seconds. I always like reach back and make sure I've got everything, but the nice thing about kind of parting it, like I showed you, is you kind of make sure you get all of the hair back there without having your husband do a spot check for you. Because my husband's not going to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and be like, oh yeah, I got all of it. So that was how fast I could do that. So you can see it's just a loose sort of beach wave. Again, I do apologize for my robe, but it's very warm. I got it for Christmas from my mother-in-law, and it's quite cozy. Okay, so like I said, I've already put the heat shield on it, so and I recommend doing that before you start and letting it dry. It's just easier. Your hair will curl better too. Okay, so now I'm just going to do this top part. Again, it's kind of just doing one side at a time. I tend to spend a little bit more time on the pieces that are closer to my face because those are the ones that are obviously going to be more highly visible. But again, I am just curling around very loosely. And one thing I do here, and sorry, I didn't do that piece too well because I realized I was curling it the wrong way. So curling it around, I tend to do smaller pieces in the front, like I said, because I want the front to look and frame my face and look really pretty in uniform. So I spend a little bit more time on those pieces up there, less time on the back part of my hair. So just wrapping it around, a couple seconds at a time. And this does take a lot of practice. The first time I bought a curling wand and tried to use it, I was like, what am I doing wrong? And you really just have to practice. But hopefully this will help you not have that learning curve that I had, but you can see I'm not starting as close to the head. Ooh, hi there! I'm not starting as close to the head. I'm doing it further down because these pieces are a bit longer. And these are just really loose, beachy curls. The nice thing about this for me, and I know not everybody's hair is the same as mine, but if I curl my hair with a really hot wand like this, it will usually stay for like 2 or 3 days. Sometimes I'll have to go in and touch up little pieces that I lay on because my hair still isn't really long, but the longer my hair is, it tends to hold curl longer because I'm not laying directly on where I curled it. So invest in a very hot wand. These Lange wands are a little bit expensive, but they do have like 50% off codes and like big sales that they do occasionally. So I snagged this one for about 50 bucks and it's like $100 and something wand. So I was pretty excited about that. They have some straighteners they just came out with too, but we're not talking about straighteners right now, we're talking about curling wands. But I just want to show you guys how very fast this is. So that side of my hair is done. It's just a loose sort of beachy wave. I'm gonna grab a piece in the back because I know I didn't get that one real good. I just love how easy this is. And the bigger the wand, I'm telling you, especially if you have long hair, invest in a larger curling wand. It's so much better and so much faster. Yes. Okay. He's still crying about his dirt bike. He's just devastated about that thing. Okay, so you saw how that took like just a couple minutes for me to do. Very easy. Okay, so I'm gonna do the side. My little bangs in the front, I tend to spend a little bit more time on. Make sure they look good. And this hair has been highlighted quite a bit, so I try not to hold it in the wand for too long because I don't want it to break. But that's okay. Just gonna hold this for a few seconds. So I was using that other one that I showed you, the skinnier one. These would be more tightly coiled curls, if that makes any sense. I personally like this look because it tends to last me a little bit longer. Those tighter curls tend to fall out more, and it's more obvious whenever they are not when they're not like perfectly curled. So I think with these bigger curls, it's more of like adding volume, but also adding some uniformity to your hair. It's just less time consuming. But I mean, I do like those curls occasionally, especially for like special events and, you know, if I want a different look. But generally this is my go-to right here. It's super easy. There's no rules with it. You can kind of play around and figure out exactly how you want to curl it. So I showed you earlier how to do it if you want a more uniform curl. This is just a very freestyle, just wrapping my hair around the wand and just going for a really fun little loose romantic curl sort of look. Okay. We're almost done. Woohoo! A couple pieces. My hair is so thick that if I were using any other curling wand, this would take probably twice as long. So thankfully, I'm using this one. Roxanne! Oh my goodness. He's still crying. Apparently this is uber heartbreaking for him. We're nearing the end, folks. I promise. I'm just grabbing these like random pieces that are not curled and throw them all in together. Obviously, the less thick of the hair that you put around the wand, the better it's gonna curl. But I'm in a hurry because I have to go console my poor child who broke his dirt bike. He's very devastated by it. Be very careful if you're not wearing a glove. I've perfected the art of this slightly, but I still have a tendency to burn my fingers if I'm not really careful. Okay, so I'm all done. I just have like loose, beachy curls, and that took probably 15 minutes because I'm on here talking, but I can achieve this in about 10 minutes. And then, like I said, if you have hair that tends to hold curl really well, it will stay for several days, and you may have to do a few touch-ups here and there just to kind of like fix the places where you slept on it. But overall, it tends to stay and look really, really nice for an extended period of time. If your hair does not curl well, one thing you can do while it's drying is put some sea salt spray in it and then curl it, because that tends to help out quite a bit with holding curl, especially if your hair doesn't hold curl very well. So hopefully that was helpful. I hope that you're now able to use a curling wand with confidence and kind of know the difference between the ones that you're purchasing. And I will link out where I got all of these wands from. Sorry, it's like blurry. I will link out where I got all these wands from and some of the products that I use, and then you can go get you some. Alright guys, hope you have a great day.